My titties are doing something weird. Greetings and salutations, family. We're gonna give it a minute for the thing to go out and we're gonna chat about this for a second. Cause hey peanutters, how are you? Where you been? Family. In the immortal words of Armand Wiggins, get in here, get in here. Cause get in here. We gonna talk about. I'm gonna give my little opinion. I got an hour for there's someplace that I need to be. Hey Jay Parrish. Um, before I have to go to um the sheriff's office to go get this background check done. But get in here, get in here. Child. Don't let me I gotta catch you on the replay. Okay, baby. Um I'm not gonna be like the pastor say, I'm not gonna be before you long. You know, I don't understand doubling down on 10 toes when you are absolutely in the wrong. I don't get it. I don't get the people who are supporting this foolishness just because you don't like Cardi B. You cannot like her all you want to, but it is not okay for you to make up lies about that woman. If you truly don't like her, you can find legitimate things that she has done and or said, and um, that she has done and or said to make your point about that person. You don't have to make up nothing. You don't have to make it up. And then for you to lose this lawsuit after you went in there and either you affirmed or you put your hand on a Bible and said, I'm going to tell the truth. And then you got on this stand and said, hey, little baby, you said, and I quote, I knew it wasn't true when I said it. I knew it wasn't true. But she called black women cockroaches, so that just means that I can say whatever I want about her. So it's just going to be what it is. Okay. That's not how that works, love. Listen, that's just not how that works. Now, I love Cardi B. I don't have an issue with her. I have called some black women worse than what been, um, she has said about calling people cockroaches and stuff. Why that is the name calling that takes everybody out, I don't know. Because I have called people way worse than that. Listen, I don't. I want to understand what level of medication and what level of delusion you have to be at to lose a court case, get told that you have to pay that person $4 million. Hey Amber. Hey Miss Carolyn. Right. Cause you come for me, I might call you anything. Listen, I'm gonna call you everything but a child of God. Be mad if you want to. That's what you get. That's what you get, Jiggy. Leave me alone then. I'm good, Amber. How are you? I just hold on. Let me see if I can add my Facebook to this. I am a big proponent of minding my business. Hey, Nico. Right. Somebody adjust her prescription. Somebody, somebody who has her respect or um can talk to her. Me too, Amber. Me too. I do not feel good. I still have to leave the house at in about 2 hours to go do what I need to do. But Robert Tussin is my best friend to keep this cough at bay. I just don't understand. And what really is killing me is one thing for her to be delusional. Exactly. First of all, you lied. Why do you think that's okay? Like that's what I don't understand. Why do you think that's okay? And why do the people who are your supporters or your winos think that that is okay? And why can't you be a supporter of hers and still acknowledge the fact that she's dead ass wrong? That's your man, and you gonna stick beside him. I understand that, but how friends, family, countrymen? How are you going to get into Ruth Bader Ginsburg's federal courthouse and swear on Jesus Devante Christ's Bible that you're gonna tell the truth? Get up there and say you lied, and I knew. Hey, Xavier. Exactly, Xavier. Where's the discrepancy? She lied, then she got on the stand and said she lied. And then her little her lawyer tried to help her out and walk it back, but it's at that point it's too late. You try. I think the attorney should be brought up on charges of suborn perjury because she tried to get her to walk it back when she got her on cross on when she when her lawyers were talking to her on the stand. Child, you cannot lean down into your own understanding because it's gonna lead you wrong every time. Pride goes before a haughty spirit, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Beloved baby, listen. I don't wit. She did. She did it to herself. She absolutely did it to herself. She has no one to blame but herself. And you know, I don't have anything against that woman. Um, I followed her years ago, several years ago. I was only subscribed to her for maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month. And that's only because every time she was on live, she was screaming to the tip of her lungs. And I was like, it's too much. I can't, like, listen, I have a lot of social anxiety and my social battery only goes so far. This is why everybody on, like, our panel, the panel that I'm on, everybody is always saying because Ebony doesn't give it because I can't. I physically cannot. It's just not. I don't have it in me. I don't have the wherewithal. I can only do so much, and then I got it for my mental health and sanity. I got to check out because I can't because if it's one thing if everything is on the up and up and all of those good things. But if you are being completely delusional and saying crazy things and you're screaming to the top of your lungs and you're manic all the time, that's too much. I have to check out. I can't. And that's why like I could only follow her for like a couple of weeks and then I was like, oh, this is not good. And I gotta go. I saw the trouble from afar off. I saw it from afar off and I was like, ooh, no, First of all, I watched Armand's video after she did her statement. And if he hit that bomb thing one more time, I literally was gonna start screaming like it was too much. It was too much. I found it to be humorous in places, and but some of those people who follow her, they are on the David Koresh drink the Kool-Aid train, where everything that woman says is gospel, and regardless of whatever the truth is, whatever she says it is, that's what it is. And my mama ain't raised no fool, so I don't do that. Not when she started talking about. Now she started talking about the herpes is when you left. Hey, Joshua, baby. Now I'm not getting into Armand because he is not. He is not. Shout out to my mama for having these icebreaker duos, fruit and cool, and strawberry on her desk. If y'all haven't realized it, I am at my parental unit's home until my new house is ready. So I might be here about 2 weeks or so. So get used to this background. Eventually, my mama gonna take this tree down. I'm gonna help her probably this weekend take this tree down. She's like, the tree is gonna be in your background. Mommy, it's fine. Don't nobody care. Nobody cares that there's a tree. Mommy, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Hold on, I'm gonna make sure my live is on. Hey, Raven. I go to Facebook to see comments on Facebook. Otherwise, I won't. I don't know why I won't see them over here. I will tell the elder, hey, my cousin kept her tree up for a year. Listen, mommy was gone for Christmas because she was on a cruise, and then they was home for like a week and a half, and then they left for the 2-week cruise to Hawaii, and they just got back this week. So that's why the tree is still up. The tree adds a nice aesthetic. Okay, well, we're going to leave that. We're going to leave it right the way. Child, please. Don't put up the tree. And now she gave the Maya Angelou, and still I rise. Like a black man's blood pressure during that bill game. And still I rise. Listen, I really want her. Hey, John Adrian. I really want her to stop with this machine narrative. Daughter. So you thought it was okay. It was gonna be okay for you to go on into Ruth Bader Ginsburg courthouse and swear on Jesus Devontae Christ Bible and say, yes, I knew it was a lie when I said it, and I said it anyway. And everybody was being what it should have been like, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. I understand. You're absolutely right. I want to say, are you drunk? But yeah, you probably are. Not you want to, not I hate the tree. You want to keep your tree up for a year? Oh, Jesus Christ. I want to say I'm not going to say Tasha lawyers were completely incompetent. I don't know why not. The judge did. The judge said, and I quote, I am going to find out if I, as a federal judge, can put in a complaint because you people are terrible. But isn't it the same machine her friend Nikki is trying to use against the... Well... Yes, I said Jesus Devontae Christ. That's the name. Cotty has a machine behind her for music. I don't see... Right. And the fact she didn't even need a machine. She had you. Because you went into court and said, yes, you knew it was a lie, and you did it anyway. She ain't need a machine to get you caught up. You caught yourself up. And the fact that you are that delusional to think that that is not the case is, girl, daughter, niece. What are you thinking? I want to drink all my water. I'm so sad. Hi, Mr. Pisces. No, the thing is our friend Sister K. I'm not gonna continue to call her Lion K because that's rude. I realize that's rude, and I was wrong. I'm sorry. It's the truth, but I'm sorry. I shouldn't call you Lion K because you don't lie about everything. You lie a lot, but not everything. But Miss Sister K got herself onto Beyonce's internet, and yeah, I understand you not seeing the hype of what it is. Um, the thing is that now she like a Persian rug. Jesus. The thing of it is that it's not even the hype of these women. It's the fact that you went and was malicious in your pursuit of this woman. She's a storyteller. She a lie. Listen, I'm sorry. I know saying somebody was a liar was a bad word in my house growing up, but she a lie. She a lie. She a lie in the truth. The Lord, she a lie. The truth ain't in her. She is a lie, and the truth is not in her at all. I know a ton of liars, and not one of them would have admitted that they lie. Hell, I caught someone on video, and but when you smack your lips like she does, she got what she was looking for. Right. She said she wanted to cause her harm. And they should question anything that comes out of anybody's mouth. And that's not just Tasha K. That's anybody. That's anybody. Do your research. Please don't be taking people at their word, especially for salacious things such as this. You need sources. I need accredited journalists who have sources and cite where they got their information. There's something like the R. Kelly stuff. All of this stuff that she said about R. Kelly was true. However, she got the information illegally. People lie when the truth will do. I don't understand. Like I said, if you if she disliked Cardi that much, where she felt like it was a personal vendetta. Hey, Markel. Or she felt like it was a personal vendetta against her, like a pox on your house, and our family is at war. Mercutio's mount up. Hey, Karen. Then she could have down talked Cardi anytime Cardi did anything. She didn't have to make up a bunch of you didn't have to make up a bunch of lies. If it was a pox on your house and nothing until you do right by me, everything you even think about is going to fail, and that's how you felt about her, you didn't have to lie. You didn't have to lie on her. There are plenty of people who don't like Cardi, and anytime Cardi does anything, they can find a way to spin it to make it bad. Come on, forsake thy name. Come on. These bloggers. Right, which is why I don't consider myself to be a blogger. I don't really dabble in like tea and stuff like that. I'm never the first person to go out and I got the tea and I know this and I know that. You know why? I don't have the I don't have the emotional battery. Hey, LMV. I don't have the emotional battery. I don't have the social battery to I don't have I hope my mama not watching this because I'm about to use a curse word. Ah, shut up, Holly. Oh, thank you for joining. Miss Karen, I appreciate you a whole lot. Listen, I don't have the fucks to give in reserve for a bunch of business that is not mine. I just don't. Like, I can mind someone else's business every so often if it's big enough, like this story. Thank you. I listen. I can mind somebody's business for a little bit. I'm gonna pretend that I don't see that Christmas tree. We had a whole conversation about my mama's Christmas tree because I'm at mommy's house, and so Loretta, mommy went on a cruise and missed Christmas, and then she came home for like a week and a half and forced us to have a Christmas brunch so she could have Christmas because she missed it because she was on a cruise, and then she went on that 2.5 week cruise to Hawaii, and she never got a chance to take the tree down. So the tree, and they just got back at the beginning of the week, so the tree is still up. And that's the first thing she said to me when she was like, okay, go ahead, get set up in the office. She was like, Lord, I gotta take that tree down. That tree gonna be in your background, mommy. Nobody cares about this. Nobody cares about this tree. Nobody cares about the tree, mommy. Nobody. Good morning, Belize. But like I was saying, um, like you don't have to make up stuff about people. You don't have to. Like you just don't have to. It's unnecessary. If you really don't see it for that person, you can turn whatever they do into a negative and then treat it like that. Now you're going to look like a hater. Cardi doesn't like Cardi. Who is that woman? Because all that pull-ups and stretching that face, Lord. What are you talking about, Mr. Pisces? What does that even mean? The truth is enough. The truth is enough. You can find plenty of stuff. First of all, my thing is you went on there not even about the herpes. You talked about that girl's daddy, talking about he's a rapist and was arrested. Man ain't never been arrested a day in his life. Why would you say that? Why would you do that? Why? Like I understand you don't like the girl, but what her daddy did to you? So you mad her daddy had sex with his mama and she was born? Like I don't get it. I don't get it. And Cardi most assuredly, yes, she said her daddy was the R word and that he had been arrested, which is not true. Maybe she got her stories mixed up and she meant to be talking about Nikki's husband, but she said about Cardi's daddy. And first of all, if you're talking about Cardi and her plastic surgery and whatever work that she's had done, she's been very upfront and transparent about whatever she's had done to her body. So clearly she loves herself. So I don't get the shade. I don't get the shade in that regard. Like it'd be one thing that lie was on lipstick out. Listen, a lie don't care who tell it. A lie does not care. You cannot like that is detrimental. What if somebody took that for truth and like took that back to that man's job or back to like you can't just say anything that you want to and do her source is Lisa. Shenanigans. Shenanigans. Let what go, baby? Let what go? A lie is a lie is a lie all day long. And after a while, you can't just continue to lie on people. You can't. Yes, she lied on her daddy too. Like, I'm very sensitive. Like you could possibly tell a lie on my daddy. I'm be like, it's not. Don't believe that it's not true. First of all, that man is dead, so he cannot defend himself. So keep your mouth off my daddy. And listen, I'm I'm lovely. I wish my lungs felt better, but other than that, I'm okay. But sometimes, so what truth? What lie was hidden by the truth, baby? So you tell me what that statement means to you in regards to what we're talking about, Xavier. Help me understand, because there seems to be a lot of justification. No, no. It's my bronchitis. It's my bronchitis. This time of year, I be running from it. I be trying to stay in the house. Hello, the real late night crew. Um, every year the bronchitis tries to jump down on me and get me, and sometimes I can outrun it, and sometimes I can't. And this season, it feels like like right here is always tight. Like I'm always on the verge of an asthma attack. That's right here. It's real tight. I thought she hated Cardi because after Cardi saw the Star Marie interview, Cardi tried to get her channel taken in. She did. She gave she came to Tasha on several occasions and said, "Can you please don't do this? It's not true. Don't put this up. Take this down." Blah blah blah. You know, she gave her several chances. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. C-19 is no joke, not at all. Fortunately, I have not contracted it. Thank God. Knock on wood. Um, but I get like this almost during the winter season, which is why I stay in the house a lot. Cardi's nail is the first big nail in Tasha's coffin. There'll be others, right? Because that's not the first person that she's not the only person that she's done this to. And I feel like because it took so long for there to be a resolution to this. Okay, she said Lula Joy said she wanted Cardi to come on her channel and rebut what Star Marie said, and Cardi told her no. Then the vendetta started. Cardi wasn't obligated to come on your show. She didn't have to come on your show to rebut those charges. She wasn't obligated. So if she didn't want to come on your show, then she just doesn't want to come on, and then that's just the end of it. To take her channel down, Cardi tried to get her channel taken down, but there is no conspiracy to take her channel down. You're gonna end up taking your own channel down with your own actions. Right. There's no conspiracy. This has nothing to do with race. Because it doesn't matter what the race of Cardi B is or what your race is, ma'am. You're the one who lied. The statement gave Bill Clinton, I did not have sexual. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. That's why I think there's a level of jealousy there. You think it's a level of jealousy because Cardi B, with all of her flaws and all of her missteps, has a level of transparency and a likability for just being who she is, and people still love her flaws and all. She does seem delusional about. I need them to check her medication to make sure that all of her stuff is regulated, because the level of narcissistic delusion that Tasha K is displaying is scary. She's not big enough in the block world for Cardi to do an interview with her. It's not even that she's not big enough. That's not even the point. The point is Cardi has a right to say yay or nay to any invitation to go anywhere. And if she didn't want to go, she didn't want to go. Point blank, period, the end. But let me tell you what I think. I think not it's correct. I think that if Cardi had gone on her show, she would have been Team Cardi. I feel like Tasha sways to whoever gives her attention. And I think Nikki gave her some attention. So, in order to garner more favor, she picked up this vendetta and ran with it, thinking that this is going to, like, she's her number one fan and she's going to get all this credit and Nikki's going to do all of these things to acknowledge her and all this other stuff. And what it got you is a bill for $4 million, darling. Right. You right, little baby. Cardi has transcended from being a stripper and on Love and Hip Hop and it has catapulted her into the stratosphere of the mainstream, and people love her for being authentically who she is. She has not changed. That even means that when she say it's on site ho, even if we at these expensive white people's thing, I'm finna mollywop your ass. Come take this shoe to the forehead. And people, authenticity is always gonna win out. Nikki has pronounced for getting the bloggers on her side. She did the same thing with Queen's Court, the neighborhood talk, etc. Nikki likes to work the media. The Rage Against the Machine is the most. Yeah, it's absolutely all in her head. For her to keep fighting this is going to put her in Jaden's position. People are simply going to have to unsubscribe from her channel. She said, "Listen, I first of all, defamation is against the community guidelines for YouTube, and you can't tell me they don't see what's happening." And at this point, I believe, like, I feel like if it was me, if I was Cardi B and my attorneys, I would have asked that be one of the provisions for my settlement is that they snatch her YouTube channel, because that's the vehicle in which she used to defame me, and I don't want her to be able to do that to anybody else. So I want the channel gone. Now, her having her own, being on Patreon behind a paywall where people have to pay to see what she's saying, or people going to her website because she got to figure out a way to make money some kind of way, that's fine. But what you wouldn't be doing, you wouldn't be making a dime on YouTube, not fooling with me. Nikki should give Tasha the $4 million and then endorse her. That'll get Cardi mad. No, what that'll do is have everybody looking at Nikki like, we already looking at Nikki like she crazy because she married to that man and what she did for his victim and what this was continuing to happen in their case. We already looking at Nikki like she ain't got good sense. And it's not about making Cardi mad. Some people like Tasha because they hate Cardi. She and TK will always have an audience, and that's very sad. That is very sad. That there are consequences to your actions. I'm sorry. Yes, you have freedom of speech, but what you do not have is freedom of consequences. Those are the consequences to your actions. No, I don't think it's harsh. You should have thought about that before you continue to keep this lie up. I subscribed to her website. It just took $12 out of my account. I need to cancel that subscription. Cancel it. Cancel it. I'm sorry. She's gonna have to find another way to make money. That's not my issue. I'm not the one that told her to continue with the lie to all the way to court. I think they should at least let her make the money she owes Cardi. She better get it by hook or crook. I don't know what to tell her. They're going to court next month to talk about her YouTube channel. Well, she better have deleted whatever that live was that she did reading that statement. Talk about the judge, them paid off, getting paid off. And she said the court people was paid off and it's a machine out to get her and all that other stuff. They're going to take that video into court and that's just going to make it worse for you. 3.8 million is a lot. Taking her channel away would be even worse. How is she going to pay it back? I don't know. And that's not my issue to know either. Again, those are the consequences of her actions. Those are absolutely the consequences of your actions. You decided to continue this. You had plenty. Listen, just like the Lord gives you chance after chance after chance when you doing the absolute wrong thing and you know you doing the wrong thing, before he brings down judgment, he gives you grace and mercy to try and get it right. And if you continue to do the wrong thing at every turn, eventually mercy grace is going to leave and judgment is going to come and you are going to have to take the consequences. Just like we all have to face the consequences of our actions when we do stuff, she is not immune to that. You must accept the consequences for your actions. Nobody said she couldn't eat. She's going to just have to find a different way to fill her plate. Point not, and I'm not, and listen, that's I have compassion for her as well. But daughter, those are the consequences of your actions, love. You torpedoed yourself. Right. It's not like she said it one time and that was it. No, she said it repeatedly, over and over and over and over and over again. And she knowingly did it to be malicious. So you can't always meet people. You want to meet people with compassion and oh, poor baby and all that other stuff, but right. Some people don't understand. Some people don't understand the language of compassion. Some people you can't speak. You want to extend compassion and understanding to people, but some people don't understand that language. So you have to speak to them in a language that they understand. So the language that she understands is being mean and malicious and tough. Then you have to take the mean, malicious consequences of your actions, and you need you need your YouTube channel snatched. I firmly believe that. Because if you had just taken a step back and had some compassion and said, listen, I know that this is not true and I'm being malicious and mean and I'm trying to hurt you on purpose. Because that is what she said. She said, I did this on purposely, knowing that it wasn't true, to hurt her. Now, it would be one thing it says, well, I was just going by what she said and I was just repeating what I was told. And I wasn't trying to be hurtful. I was just trying to get what I thought the truth to be out there. That would be something different. What she said is I knew that it wasn't true. I said it anyway, doubled down on it, and said it again. And then I said it so much, it's like it never came from that person. It's like I've been saying it this whole time by myself. So whatever you was Billy Bad Butt that you thought that all the consequences was going to bounce off of you and you weren't going to be able, that nobody was going to be able to touch you because you could say anything you want. Now you have to take the consequences for your actions. And it may be harsh, but it is what it is. I'm sorry, love. It is what it is. I want you to use this as a lesson. Tasha deserved. Oh, now wait a minute. Now I said lose a platform. I didn't say she deserved everything horrible. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's how we develop proper communication. You absolutely right. You have to meet people where they are. Some people don't understand like I have been saying since January, the season of killing people with kindness is over. You have got some people, you just got to meet them where they are. And they don't understand compassion. They don't understand kindness. They don't speak that language. So you need to turn your language into something that they can understand. And then you have to speak that to them so they get what you're saying. Because some people don't understand. Please leave me alone. I'm not bothering you. Please don't bother me. I'm not jumping into your things. Please don't jump into mine. And you can say that to them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they're still going to bother you. Those are the people that you have to get gutter with and say, look, if you don't leave me the fuck alone, I'm gonna knock your ass the fuck out. Point blank, period, the end. Now get the fuck out of my face. That they understood. They understood at that point that you're not playing with them anymore. Now, all of that, you was gonna knock them out and beat their butt. All of that was behind the soft. Please leave me alone. I'm trying to be better in life. Just leave me alone. I don't want to bother you. Please don't bother me. They didn't understand that I'm gonna knock your ass out was standing right behind that. Please leave me alone. They didn't understand that. So you had to turn and give them a language that they understood. What's way too much? Well, yeah, deserving everything horrible in life. I think that's too far. I do think she should be deplatformed. I do. I do. I think that is an appropriate because the YouTube channel is the vehicle in which you use to maliciously malign that young lady and lie on her. I think the vehicle should be taken away from you, so you cannot do that to someone else. Now, if you want to have your website and you want to go to Patreon and continue to do your celebrity news and tea from those two platforms, and whoever wants to pay to listen to you do that, they can do that. But as for YouTube, that's a wrap. It's an absolute. For me, it was a wrap. It was a wrap for me years ago before any of this even started. Just because I didn't vibe with the way you come across on your channel. Listen, and I don't know when people are that sanctimonious and say self-righteous, even if they lose everything, they still won't get the lesson. Some people just not gonna get it. They're just not gonna get it. Losing everything and humbling and getting humbled, and this still may not humble her because you see how she's talking. She's deflecting and she's making it. Oh, it's a machine against me. They're trying to take down me, a dark skinned black woman. Ba ba ba. All of these everything. It is. It is. And beloved, you haven't paid your taxes in 3 years. To the point there was a treasury agent in the courthouse for the entire trial, taking notes every day. First of all, nobody is acting like Cardi is Mother Teresa. And two things can be true at the same time. Cardi can have said some ugly things to some people. And still don't mean that Tasha can tell a complete and blatant lie on her and continue to lie and be malicious to her. Right. What does that have to do with what the issue at hand is? The issue at hand is that Tasha K decided to tell a knowing something that she knew to be untrue, to be mean, malicious, and hurt her. And that didn't come from Cardi. That came out of Tasha K's mouth. That's not what Cardi said. That's what Tasha said. Thank you, Nicole. A lie is a lie. That's what she said. That's what she said out of her mouth. So far be it for me, who is me to say that's not what it was when the person who did it said that's what it was. So now you have to accept the consequences for what you did. Right. We'll deal with when it's time to deal with whatever Cardi got going on. then that's what we will deal with it. She got her other court stuff and whatever it is that she needs to get right. Thank you, Xavier. Thank you. If you lie, you will still listen. Do you think this would be the same outcome if it was a white man or a woman? Yes, because a lie is a lie is a lie. It is a lie. If a white man got up there on the court on in Ruth Bader Ginsburg's federal court and swore on a Bible by Jesus Devontae Christ and said, it was a lie, and I knew it was a lie when I said it. Like in front of everybody. Yeah, I lied. It was a lie. I knew it was a lie when I said it. And she profited off the lie. Listen, fooling with me, I would have made her give an accounting for every dime she made off of them videos where she was lying on, and she would owe Cardi that on top of whatever the punitive damages that they gave her. Bringing up unrelated stuff and victimizing the victim, not cool. It exactly is. Do people not know how many times the National Enquirer has been sued? Right, because the National Enquirer has they have their reputation is nothing that they say is true. Absolutely, they make up everything. Child, they have aliens on the cover. Child, just listen. If you on the National Enquirer, just don't let that go. They lied all the time. That's where coming up with saying allegedly or this is just my opinion on the news that's being reported, you having to cite sources. That's where all of this is. Tasha K cannot say that she is a legit journalist and then have unfounded, unconfirmed rumors that she is purporting to be the truth. You cannot do that. Thank you, little baby. Why lie? There is enough. If you really don't like this girl, there's enough stuff in her life for you to pick apart. You don't have to. You don't have to make up a lie. There are people who hate the fact that that girl is breathing, and it doesn't matter what she did. I saw on the Shade Room where she was helping to pay for the funerals of the people in the fire, in the deadly fire in, was it Brooklyn, I think, or the Bronx? I can't remember which one. And the comment section, while 78% of the comment section was like, "That's what's up," thank you, whatever. That's a good look. They say, "Well, she's only doing this because of such and such." Well, she's not only well, da 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 da. Anything, it doesn't matter what that girl do. She could get up and breathe. Why is she breathing like that? There are people who dislike her just because she's breathing. She was never a credible source. She does stuff for attention and views. She does. Thank you, Karen. It was 17 families in the Bronx, and she paid for their funerals. White men have been doing for years what Tasha did. Why is Tasha any different? They're wrong too and should be held accountable for their lives as well, Joshua. Just because white men, like that's not a good. What is that supposed to mean, love? Those, if white men have been doing it, then they need to be held accountable for what they've done as well. What has that got to do with this? What, because other people have done it and got away with it, what does that have to do with this case? Help me understand. How does that make it any? Ooh. All the families are from Africa and Muslim and didn't have any money. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Well, I'm praying for all of the families, everybody who's left behind, everybody who lost someone. Respectfully, what the white man gets away with doesn't justify the wrong actions of another. Say that again, peace, love. Say it again. I do not understand. What does that have to do with what we're talking about? Because if a white man is doing it, he should be held responsible for his actions. It may just mean that the person who he was lying on either paid it dust, or and it didn't affect them to the point where they felt like they had to sue, or they just didn't have the time or the facilities or the money to go ahead and sue them. Do you think the YouTube platform is going to change because of the case? No, because defamation is already a community guideline. It's already a community guideline that can get your channel snatched. You must be. We talk about Tasha K and Cardi B's case, sis. Um, Hold on, y'all. Supplies release. Thank you, baby. Appreciate it. Um, First of all, she's not a white Latina anything. She is Afro Latina. Don't do that. And it doesn't matter what color she is. Tasha still lied. And yes, she does deserve to be thrown to the wolves. Right. I don't understand. Easy on Walgreens. Wait a minute. What happened? Who's at Walgreens? People act as if they've never made mistakes. Cardi is human, and you just make up a lie because you bored me to coin for more Walgreens wine. Not Walgreens wine, Father God. Oh my God, not the Walgreens wine, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, that was funny to me. Oh my God, on today. Hold on, let me go to my here. And not easy on the wall. Y'all are killing me. Where you at? Where you at? Not the Walgreens wine to. Yes, Joshua. As much as you don't want to believe it, or as much as you don't accept it, she is Afro Latina, darling. You gonna have to go on and let that go, baby. When I'm stressed and didn't get paid yet, Walgreens got me together. Oh, they've been selling wine at Walgreens. And this was the 1700s. She'd be shackled up on the field with us or serving the master. She doesn't pass for white on her bet. Say it again, peace, love. Say it again. Like, I don't understand why. What does her complexion got to do with anything? What does her complexion have to do with anything? I'm not that much darker than Cardi B. I am not that much darker on Cardi B. So it would be okay for her to lie on me? Is that what you're saying? So because she is lighter complected, well, you haven't been paying attention because I have. I've heard her say that she's Afro Latina, and especially when she was in regards to talk about her daddy, who's from Trinidad. Yes, I have. I've heard it. Just because you haven't heard it doesn't make it not true. And again, what has that got to do with her being lied on? What does that have to do with Tasha K telling a blatant lie on this woman? Help me. Yes, baby. I got a couple weeks ago. I got my old one died, and so I had to get a new one. Xavier. Xavier. My daughter is the same complexion or lighter than Cardi, and people give her a hard way to go because of it. Right. My granddaughters are super light. Like red hair, ginger, light skinned. Both their parents is black. And both my daughter, both of her parents is black. Her daddy black, her mama black. And then there's her, who's like my complexion. Her daddy got black parents. But their children, my grandchildren, damn near translucent. You know why? Because we as black women can make any shade of any person on the planet. That's just how it works. But she called a black woman a black throat. She called them a cockroach. She didn't call them a black roach. She called them a cockroach. And I have called black women worse when I've been arguing with them. What is your point? What is your point? Joshua, you just gonna keep, what is your point, love? What does that got, again, what does that got to do with that woman telling a blatant? She didn't call Tasha K a roach. So what does that got to do with Tasha K telling a lie on it? Right. Because my Scooter Boop's mama, y'all see light skinned Scooter Boop? Scooter Boop's mama is dark skinned. That's my dark chocolate baby. Because her daddy is dark skinned. And so she came out like her daddy. But you see the Scooter Boop, it's light skinned as all. Child, they trying to justify what Tasha did because Cardi B, they don't consider her black. People started speaking Portuguese to my daughter all the time. Oh no. My dark skinned mother who had me as black as fuck and they had two little white high yellow babies. Listen. The lady came for her first. She didn't walk up to the lady and say, Roach, you're absolutely correct. She said that in response to something nasty that was said to her, so she said something nasty back. Why are we holding her to this impossible standard? Look, because she's famous? Y'all gonna swear she stands by black women. Y'all can have it. That's not the point, Joshua. That is not the point. That's not the point. That has nothing to do with what is happening right now. Because just like Tasha K told this whole lie and kept this lie for 40 plus some odd videos to be mean, rude, and malicious, say I get super famous. She could do the same thing to me. And you know what? I'm going to sue her ass too. Just like Cardi B did. And it ain't got nothing to do with her color. It's the content of what's coming out of her mouth. Yeah, black people can make all shades of the rainbow. I don't care if she's for black women or not. She is a human being and she did not deserve what happened to her. There was no reasoning for Tasha to do what she did. And the fact that you trying to twist and turn it to make it okay, you not over here, you not. Now you can go somewhere else with that rhetoric and think it's gonna work out, but it's not over here. We're not doing that. We're not doing. I don't care. I don't care if Tasha K is as black as a boot. I don't care if Tasha K was as light as this envelope. What she did was wrong, regardless. I don't care if Cardi B was as light as this wall or as black as this TV. It does not matter. Tasha K was wrong. My mama dark skinned and my big sister father is midnight dark and she yellow. People used to ask her what she adopted. See? Look at the children who committed suicide after behind bullying. He is not smart. Right. Her kids will one day grow up to be a black man and black woman. You are exactly right. I'm not a Cardi fan, but damn, people have so many expectations from Cardi, but not any other female rappers of color. Even if you don't think Cardi is black, her children are. Listen. Her being black or not is irrelevant to what's happening. It's irrelevant to what's happening. The fact is that girl told a lie on her and continued to tell a lie that she knew was not true. And now she's being held accountable for it. I don't understand what's the issue with her being held accountable for what she did. Help me understand. Why is Tasha K being held accountable for the wrong that she did? Why is that a problem? Tasha lies like a home goods rug, but I don't feel that bad for Cardi. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, well, you don't have to. You don't have to feel bad. Even though that's very sad that you don't have compassion for people. You don't have compassion. Even I said I have compassion for Tasha. and I hope she can work it out in whatever way she needs to. Jesse Smollett was lying on white people, and everyone was rallying for him to get locked up and taken off Empire. Why can't Tasha be held accountable the same way? Ooh, yeah. But here's the gotcha. Tasha lies on black women. Where's the justification for Tasha's actions now? Well, a lot of people of other races on YouTube have lied about a lot, and their platforms never get taken down. And I know some people who platforms have gotten taken down. Having no compassion ain't the flex you think it is. Not necessarily about feeling bad. It's about the principle and laws, right? It's principalities. It's principalities up here. It's principalities. Like they still protect Tasha because her wino fan thinks with a drunk. Oh, listen, I have never been. I haven't. I've never been a wino. I haven't been a huge supporter of her channel. I don't follow because I'm not a big tea gossipy person. However, I know right is right and wrong is wrong, and she was dead wrong. And I'm sorry. That's the beginning, and that's the beginning and the end of it. It's the principalities. it's principalities to this smoky. It's principalities. It really is. Not a bucket of chicken. Okay. All right, y'all. I have got to end this because I have got to go um, handle some business. I have lots to come back, but I see Cardi for who she is. I don't feel that bad. To just who is she? Listen. I don't even have time. I gotta go. I don't. Even, we will come back to discuss this later because you hold that thought about see her for who she is. She's a human being. She's a mother with some kids. I don't know what else do you want. Yes, believe she is still facing charges for that. So that's a thing that's also we're gonna have to table this discussion because I gotta go handle some business. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming and hang out. There's 36 in the chat. Make sure everybody drop a like and all that good stuff. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.